Maharaj, can you share some with us about your Mayapur School for Leaders?
Well, yeah, the school is actually meant for training devotees to become effective outreach leaders, and it's not just in traditional ways, but it is to start innovative projects which would help people to develop Krishna consciousness and get established into these 4 pillars of Dharma. And it's actually limited to professional devotees who have leadership potential, so it is not for everybody. We are only taking this time 30 international students who fit into that category, and so everyone, and it's actually meant for the fulfillment or facilitating of the first purpose of ISKCON, which is so important for us. And yeah, I have additional information if anyone's interested. I can give a web page address. You can see a little bit more in details what is this all about. But we want as many devotees as possible who have leadership potential to start successful projects. And the idea is pretty simple, that we're always struggling for money, right? I mean, always like these fundraising campaigns for this and that, fundraising for the roof, fundraising for the floor, fundraising for the wallpaper, God knows what we are fundraising for every time, and it's like always shortage of money. And so how can we do something big without having financial freedom to do it? But at the same time there are billions of dollars, billions, not millions, but billions of dollars available if we do something significant for the public, if we really make a difference in people's lives. And yes, US government is giving billions of dollars every single year. And there are plenty of private foundations as well who are giving a lot of money away. Like more money than we can imagine. And basically, the only thing you have to do is to figure out what do you want to do for people. How do you want to change people's lives for better? And have a clear plan and apply and get as much as you want. So that's simple idea. That all the money is already there. You just need to figure out how do you want to spend it. So it's like reversing the process, right? Instead of thinking how do we make money, we have to think how do we spend money. Because there are plenty of people in this country who became millionaires in their own right because they figured out how to spend money in the right way. And actually this is one of the, actually two Brahminical activities, and Prabhupada's very clear about it. He said, ISKCON is meant to train people to become Brahmanas, right? Because Vaishnavas are automatically Brahmanas. And so out of 6 activities, there are 2 which are traditional for Brahmanas. Well, the 6 are Yajna, Patana, Dana Pratigraha, right? Which means you conduct yagya, then you teach other people how to conduct yagya. For us it would include Sankirtan yagya as well, right? You distribute books yourself, you teach other people how to distribute books. You chant kirtan yourself, you teach other people how to chant kirtan. Patna patana, you study scriptures and then you teach others in scriptures. But then two last ones are dana, pratigraha. Dana means you collect donations, and pratigraha means you spend donations for the sake of spiritual advancement of other people. And so, because we're so limited financially, what can we do, right? At the same time, there is huge, inexhaustible, literally, pool of funds available for us if we actually focus on Brahminical activity, and you can make it into your career. You can make a lot of money with it. You can actually become a millionaire if you want to, if you spend this money in the right way. And so all these opportunities are available, but not many devotees are aware of them, and therefore we want to encourage devotees in this way. That yes, you start your own project, funding is available. If you do it professionally, you can make it into your own career and change the lives of unlimited people for better. The only thing you have to do is to figure out how to include spiritual technology into your project, right? In such a smart way that no one can point fingers and say, oh, you're trying to spread your religion. And I think the most successful project in this regard so far, up to date, is Krishna Avanti schools in Britain, which are government schools funded by the British government fully, tens of millions of British pounds. They have 4 functioning schools, and everything they eat is prasadam. They have deities in every school, which are the center of the school, and they teach Krishna conscious philosophy, and they also teach all the children how to sing bhajans and play musical instruments and everything else, and it goes very successfully because devotees network with other Hindu groups. So networking is really the key. And therefore the government gave them the funding because they represent Hinduism. They do not just represent a small religious group, which is us, unfortunately, as it sounds. But if you represent a larger network, yes, sure. And then it's actually very interesting that they were still suspicious that it is for ISKCON's benefit. And they had to do a lot of work to prove to the government that no, it's for the whole Hindu community, because we have the same principles. And but then now they are thinking about making the next step, which is to create spiritual schools, means the schools which would be open to children from any faith groups, and they would teach the common spiritual principles uniting all faiths. Because chanting of the holy name, for example, is common for all faiths. And spiritual discipline is common for all faiths, and many other things are very common. And they would teach unity in diversity. And so then actually no one would be able to point fingers. And I mean, we don't even have to worry about competition, because what Krishna consciousness has to offer, no one has at all.